let's use the new Ultralytics platform to do face detection. All we have to do is pretty much just go in, grab our data set. Everything again will be down in the description. You can access it as well. We can go in, train our models. All we have to do is just do a few button clicks. We don't have to write any code, hook up hardware, Google Colab notebooks, and so on. We just have the data set, we train a model, we can deploy it in there, or we can download and use it in our own local system. So in this video, we're going to do this face detection. We're going to train a YOLO26 model, just detecting all different faces. Then we can blur them out, do all these different use cases on top. Could be that you want to have a face recognition system. You can match it, do similarity search on the faces, have a database, or you can have an attendance system. That is a pretty cool use case. So if you go into the Ultralytics platform, platform.ultralytics.com, we have the person face dataset on the left side, and we have around 22,000 images. You can see all the different classes, you can see charts, you can see the distribution. So right here we have around 5,000 images where we have person detection, and then we have 20,000 images with face detection. So this is our class distribution. You can see charts for it as well. You can go in, see all the model variations that you have trained. So you can train different models, different height parameters. You can test it out and see what model is the best, and then you can use the final model at the end. All we have to do, you're going to see all these charts. All we have to do is just hit new model. We have our image data set. We can choose the base model. So all these models are available, all those analytics models. You can also see my models here. If you want to have your own pre-trained model that you want to fine tune further on another data set, and you can have different projects here with each data set or model in there. So let's just go in and train a YOLO26 nano model. This is all we have to connect. We have our data set. This is the project that we're going to add the model to, the number of epochs. Let's just go with 30 epochs because again, like person detection, face detection, and all that is already kind of in the Coco dataset, which the models are pre-trained on. We're going to run cloud training. You can choose whatever GPU that you want here. Let's just go with an 800. And again, this is going to take a little less than an hour and only cost around $1. And this is even a large data set with 22,000 images. If you have a smaller data set with a few thousand images, it's pretty much just going to be 1/10 of the price here. So that's pretty much like 10-20 cents, not more than that. And you will have your model in 10 to 15 minutes. So we have everything here set up now. You can also hit the local training. There's the advanced settings, so all the training settings with all the high parameters. You can also tune that in here. But that's all we need to do. We can just hit start training. So while it's training, you can see all the live metrics for the mean error precision recall curves, and all of these things. Once it's done, you can export it, use it in your own project, but you can also deploy it for free with the Ultralytics platform. So it's just deployed to a CPU in the cloud. You can hit it with request, get the responses back, but we can also export it and use the raw files to run our local inference. So this is everything that we have to do on the Ultralytics platform. Again, if you do it in code, as in all other videos that we have, it's just a few lines of code that you need to do, but here you don't need to spin up any environments or anything. You can just do a few clicks, connect your dataset, and you're good to go. So let's wait for the training to finish, and then we're going to see how we can use the model, do face blurring for privacy system and such use cases, and then how we can use it in our own code. So our face detector is now done training. Let's see here, it only cost $1 to train it on 22,000 images for 30 epochs, and we can see the mean error position up at the top. It only took 22 minutes. So in 22 minutes, connect your dataset, train the model, export, use it in your own applications, and you can set up a pretty cool computer vision pipeline and project in probably 30 minutes. And while it's training, you can go grab a coffee or some water. So it's pretty nice to be a computer vision engineer. You can see all the metrics, so it's pretty much converged here. Maybe we can train it for a bit longer, but it's starting to plateau out. We're getting some very good detections. We have pretty high precision and recall. Mean error precision is also going up. This is looking pretty good. So all we have to do, we can run some detections here, like just run some examples. We can see we get a face here, and now we want to export the model, see how we can use it in our own project in our Python code. You can also just deploy the model. So if you hit deploy here, it's going to find all the nearest regions where you can deploy the model on CPU. You'll have like 100, 200 milliseconds latency before you get the results, sending the request and all that. So it's not used for real-time applications, but could be an attendance system where you go in there, it scans your face, sends it up. You can wait 200 milliseconds. Nobody's going to notice that, compared to just running everything locally. So all we have to do, you can go and export it to all these formats if you want to optimize it for production. We have videos covering every single one of these frameworks and for the specific hardware. If you just want the PT model, we just hit the download button at the top. It will download to our downloads folder, and we just need to drop it into our project. So I'm going to open up our code. We have this face blur script. I dropped in the model. So if you just take a look at that, we have the face-YOLO26 nano. We have a demo here as well, and then we're just going to feed these images through. So the idea is that we want to detect all the faces, blur them out. This could be for a privacy system, could be that you have a CCTV camera looking at public, just monitoring the situation. You don't care about who is walking there. You want to blur out the face for privacy. You just want to detect if people are actually there. So this is a pretty cool use case, and we can get all this up and running with Ultralytics solutions in just a few lines of code. So we have a few videos that we're going to process and run through, but now I want to show you how we can use our model that we have trained on the Ultralytics platform. So we import OpenCV, import solutions from Ultralytics. We set up a video capture with the video files that we want to run the inference on. I'm also going to show you on a webcam. We just have to change this with our webcam index, and that's all we have to do. We set up a video writer so we can save the video file, the output file where we're getting all the detections. So to set up our solutions, we have an object blur class that we can use directly. We want to show the results while we're running our inference. We want to use this model, line width, and also blur ratio. Depending on how much you want to blur out the faces, could be that you want to fully blur it, half blur, or just slightly. This is our main loop. Nothing is really going on here. All we do, read in our frame, pass it through a blur object, and that's everything that we need to do with Ultralytics solutions. You can also access the output results directly, get the bounding boxes, class IDs when you're doing tracking, confidence scores, all that can be extracted from this results variable. That's all we have to do. Let's just run it. So we just need to be inside a folder, Python face blur.py. Let's run it. It will use the model and do object blurring. There we go. We can see we're doing all the faces that we're detecting. We're now blurring them out. This is how easy it is to set up a computer vision use case, and this could be very relevant for tons of use cases out there. You can see this is just running on CPU. We're getting around 35 milliseconds inference, maybe around like 25 frames per second, just purely running on my MacBook CPU. So we also have the other video. Let's just see that's phase 1. Can try run that as well. There we go. This is the same as we saw in the demo. We're pretty much just catching all the faces, blurring them out, and also running object tracking. Last one, all we have to do is just swap it out with 2. I have a lot of cameras connected to my computer, so I think my webcam is on 2. There we go. We have my face detection on my web camera here. We can still see it's not fully blurred out, but all we have to do is just go in and change this. We can just set it to 1.0, and now I should be fully blurred out. So let's see if I can still recognize myself. Now we can see it's significantly more blurred compared to before. This is much, much better. So this is how easy it is to use the Ultralytics framework. The solutions that we have out of the box is not only face blurring, we have tons of solutions out of the box that you can check out in the documentation. Just as easy to set up. Hope you learned on this video here. Definitely go in, try it out, try out the Ultralytics platform. It's so much easier now to build and also faster to build computer vision pipelines. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.